Hello and welcome back to Strategic Investor Radio. I'm Charlie Wright, and again we are here at the AltsLA conference in Los Angeles, and we're sitting down for the very first time with a special guest here, George Salapa, managing partner at Bardi Credit out of Zug, Switzerland. So George, welcome to the conference and to Strategic Investor Radio.
Welcome, and thank you for having me.
So George, you come from Slovakia. You are now in Switzerland, and you have started a venture capital fund that people invest in through tokenization. So tokenization as in Bitcoin, etc., the hundreds of token ways to invest today. So tell us about this venture fund and the uniqueness of the structure of it.
Yes, thank you for the question. So I originally come from consulting and banking, and I've been very passionate about this area, which is now emerging. I see the trend of finance converging from analog to digital, and I think that what has never happened before is that if something transformed from the analog to digital, it would go back. I see that many real assets that have previously been completely illiquid are transferring into something that is tradable thanks to tokenization. And one of the obvious use cases is fund. Traditionally, venture capital or private equity is completely inaccessible to normal people. But thanks to tokenization, we can issue a small piece of the fund. That is, the fund unit is represented by a token on blockchain. And investors can buy the token, and if they don't like to own the fund anymore, they can sell whenever they like. So there is no 7 to 10 years lockup like with a traditional VC fund.
So with a traditional VC fund, as I understand what you're saying is the investor has to wait many years before they can look to cash out, 7 to 10 years, etc. Whereas with yours, because it has this liquid currency of tokenization, they can buy one day and sell the next, depending upon what people are willing to pay for this token. Is that what you're saying?
That is absolutely correct. There has been a lot of criticism of large VC brands in that they often lead to sacrificed moral values of the startups, because they're pushing their startups very, very hard because they have to achieve exits until a certain defined period of time and return their money. This is not really happening with our VC tokenized model, and the reason for that is literally because we turn the VC model on its head. We make a VC fund into a public company, in a way, if you will. What that means is that because we talk and we show what we invest in, the value of our token, the price of our token goes with that. And so if our investors don't want to be invested anymore, they can just sell their token. And we don't have to push our startups to achieve certain crazy milestone within 5, 6, 7, or 10 years.
And so what kind of projects are you expecting to fund? Are they projects in Switzerland, in Europe, in the U.S., throughout the world? What are they?
So numbers show that most successful VCs are VCs who have very good deal flow, and VCs who invest in many, many early stage companies. The reason for that is that the larger number of early stage companies you can invest in, the larger is your chance that you can invest in the next Facebook. This is what we want to do, and we want to do specifically in Europe. And the reason for that is that in Europe, there is not enough capital flowing into the venture capital. There is a lot of underfunded talent, young founders who simply don't have enough capital, and definitely not on par with what is in US. There is a lot of good talent, there is a lot of good technology. Our expertise is in blockchain. We do and can differentiate it between hype and between quality in blockchain. And because of the crypto winter, because of the huge falls in the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and all that, actually quality is starting to emerge in the blockchain arena, where people start to build companies with actual commercial focus using blockchain. So that's where we want to go first.
Give us 20 seconds here on Bardi Bardi Credit.
So Bardi Credit is a company that is setting up first EU-regulated tokenized VC fund. The promise is that we allow much larger group of investors to own a small piece of a VC fund and sell it when they like, and also to do it in a regulated way.
Well, I got to hand it to you, George. You guys are ambitious.
Thank you very much.
You're in Europe, you're here in the United States to spread the word. You're setting up a unique structure, and You're in the venture capital business, so you've got a half a dozen significant challenges ahead of you here.
We tick all the boxes.
So thank you very much, George, for joining us, and congratulations for coming to the conference, and best of luck in your new venture, and hope you continue to enjoy life in Switzerland there.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back.